I'm Executive Director Kevin Robertson, and this is the KDA Video Minute for Monday, January 21st. Well, today is Martin Luther King Jr.'s holiday, so the legislature is not in today. Of course, it did start a week ago today. But first, I'd like to kind of go back to Friday. The Kansas Dental Board met on Friday. A couple things occurred at that meeting. First of all, Dr. Richard Donal has submitted his resignation as of the first of the year. So the Dental Association has submitted 3 names to fill his one-year term that's left in his at-large position. So that's ongoing. And then also, it was the first meeting for new board member, Dr. Jeff Stosh. So had a good meeting that day. Last Friday. So one of the actions that the dental board took was they approved the training program at UMKC School of Dentistry for the ECP III Advanced Dental Hygiene program. So that training, the modules for that have been approved. There's still one module that's kind of being finished up, but the plan is for the ECP III Advanced Dental Hygiene training to start March, April, and then as a didactic online experience for those people going through the program. And then in July, there would be the clinical portion of that program. So if you're at all interested in being a sponsor of an ECP III, please, you can contact the Kansas Dental Association. We can kind of keep your name on file, or certainly you can talk to one of your hygienists who might be interested in doing that and getting that program started and running. It's going to be coming up very shortly. Also, just for your information, the dental board spent some time talking about the ability of dentists to diagnose sleep apnea, the appropriateness of that, and then also to make snore guards with or without a diagnosis of sleep apnea. There was a lot of discussion about that, but what they've decided to do is have an open discussion at their next board meeting, which will be on Friday, May 3rd. So if that's an issue that's of interest to you, I would encourage you to contact the Kansas Dental Board, talk to Executive Director Lane Hemsley, and ask to be put on the agenda or to find out more about that meeting, to get information when the agenda comes out. Because that it's not rules and regulations or anything yet, but they want to have an open discussion. They want more people that are involved in that issue to provide feedback to the entire board. And then the dental board did take action on electing their new 2013 officers. Dr. Glenn Hemberger was elected to be the president of the dental board. Dr. Chuck Squire from Wichita is the vice president, and then Susan Rogers, dental hygienist representative on the board, is the secretary. There are 2 board positions that will be up at the end of April. That is the term of Dr. Roger Stevens, who's been on the board for the last 8 years. That's an at-large position. We have been taking names of dentists that have shown some interest in being on the dental board, and we've tried to hunt down some names working with the executive committee. So if you have any interest in serving on the board, Dr. Stevens is an at-large position. That means anyone in the state could be nominated to fill that position. And then also Dr. Glenn Hemberger's position expires in April as well, and the Dental Association will submit his name, but we are bound by statute to submit 2 other names in addition to him. So if there's any interest, please contact the KDA office or Dr. Craig Harry, your 2013 president, and let us know about your interest. So the Kansas legislature has started. We talked last week, we hand out toothbrushes, get to know people that first week, a lot of information being passed along. There's 55 or so new legislators, so there's a kind of a building up as far as getting bills introduced and kind of getting people kind of just knowing their way around the hallways at the Capitol with all the new people after an election year. So that's in the process right now. Legislature's off today because of the holiday. And then next week we expect there to be more bills introduced. We have not seen any type of a registered dental practitioner or mid-level bill introduced, but we anticipate that will be coming at some point in time. There's a lot of discussion surrounding that because the Kellogg folks, Kansas Action for Children, have initiated that. They're having that discussion. So, we encourage you to talk to your legislators, let them know about your position with regard to that. Our Dental Day legislative activity is Thursday, February 7th. We really hope that you'll attend and be part of that. That day we'll have an informational hearing, or just information within our own dental association folks that attend. We're going to have a press conference and announce the KIND scholarship awardees this year, and we'll have an opportunity to talk to legislators and share lunch with them and talk about some of our issues. Let me also say that we know that on Wednesday, February 6th, the day before our Dental Day, the Kansas Dental Hygienists Association will be in town with their legislative day activity. So following those hygienists that'll be here on the 6th, imagine they'll be supporting that mid-level proposal. So the more people we can get on Thursday, February 7th, the better we'll be, and the more we can get, I think that'd be great for our cause. Now, should have received the Dental Day brochure, was emailed to you last week. You should be getting a Dental Day brochure through the regular mail on your desk if you want to register that way. So we encourage you to get registered and participate and be with us on Thursday, February 7th. Also last week, electronically, we should have received a notice that our KMOM registration has started for the March 1st and 2nd Kansas Mission of Mercy project in Wichita. Go ahead and get signed up for that, and we look forward to you being involved in that as well. And with that, I will wrap up today's video minute, and you have a great week.